Hi everyone. In this week's video, I'd like to show you how to add a picture to a worksheet, and I'd also like to show you how you can use your picture formatting tools that are available in Excel to help you make minor edits to your photo. So here I have a photo, and I'm just going to right click on the photo, click on copy, and then go straight to my worksheet and paste it. Control V. And my photo is added to my worksheet. So when my photo is added, you'll notice that if I click outside of the photo, I'm not seeing any new options, but when I click on the photo itself, you'll see picture format tab come up. When you click on picture formatting, you're going to see quite a few options here to format your picture. So there are a couple of key things I'd like to talk about with regard to formatting your photo. To move your photo, you click on it, and then you'll see these little cardinal points come up on your mouse. So that means that you can click anywhere in your photo and drag it to wherever you want it to be and release. And that's it. The next thing you'll notice is that there is a border around your photo when you click on it, and on that border there are little circles. These little circles help us to resize the photo. So if we use the circle on the ends and we push in, a circle or picture will get more narrow, and if we pull out, a picture will be stretched. Similarly, if we use the one at the top or at the bottom and we push down, it will get flatter, and if we pull up, it'll get longer. Now, if we want to resize the photo and not have it look stretched or have it look long or flat, and we want to just keep the ratio as it is, we need to use our corner circles. So we hover over the corner and we drag in to make it smaller or out to make it bigger. So let's make this smaller. There we go. So the next thing I'd like to show you is how to crop a photo. To crop a photo, it means that you're removing parts of the photo at the top, at the bottom, or at the sides. And to do that, you click on the photo, you go to Picture Format, and you click on Crop. When you click on Crop, you'll notice these little black wedges appear on the border of your picture or your photo. So you just hover your mouse until you see that little sideways T come up. You click and you drag inward, and it's going to gray out for you the part of the photo that's going to be cropped. So you now have the option to continue cropping it. So let's say I want to crop this side as well. Hover and just drag in. So now I've cropped my photo, and all I have to do is click anywhere on my spreadsheet and my new photo size will save. And there we go. So if I want to add a border to my photo, because right now, as you notice, my picture doesn't have a border. So if I click on it, I can go to picture format again, and you're going to see picture border. So I click on the color that I want. Let's say I want this color here. And you're going to notice a thin border come up around my picture. If I want to change the size of it, I just click down on picture border again, and I select the weight I want. Let's say it's going to be that size, and then I can also click on picture format, and I can change the style of border as well. So I can make it, instead of making it a straight line, and I want something a little more light and more fun, I can probably use this as a border. So those are the key things I'd like to show you with regard to formatting your picture in a spreadsheet. There are other things that you can do to a picture, and I'm just going to run through them with you now. And this is just a matter of your personal taste, as well as just what you need the photo for. So let's just go through the other tools we have available. So you can, you have the option to use corrections on your photos if you want to change the darkness of your photo or the brightness of it. You can change the color of your photo. So you can either change the saturation by selecting any one of these options, and maybe even the tone of your photo. You can also recolor it totally into a different shade of color or hue. You also have the option to use several artistic effects on your photo. So as you hover over them, you can actually see the impact it will have on your photo. Yeah, it depends on what you want to use it for and your individual project and your individual style. And then you can affect the transparency of your photo. In other words, if there's something behind the photo you would like someone to see, you can change it and make it more transparent so that people can actually basically see through your photo to your spreadsheet at the back. And then you have these preset picture styles that are available in Excel. So any one of these you can hover over and see what works for you. And then of course, if you click on picture effect, you will see these similar settings here, where you can add your own effects if you don't want to use a preset style. Right? So you can actually have picture effects here where you can add a shadow or you can add a reflection on your photo. So you can feel free to play around with these other effects and see what works for you and what you'd like to do to your photo. So I'll just jump back quickly to two tools that are to the far left of your picture formatting tab. So if you click on your photo, you're going to see something called Place in Cell. Placing it in a cell means that your photo is not going to hover over your spreadsheet. Instead, it's going to go into a particular cell. So if I place in cell, you're going to see it shrink down to the size of one cell. And inside of here now, if I make my cell taller, it's going to show the photo a little bit bigger, and it's going to resize the photo depending on how big I make my cell. And it's going to stay in this cell, right? And then the last thing I want to show you, let's undo this. Click on picture format. The next tool I want to show you is remove background. We won't really use it for this picture, but I'll still show you how it works. So to remove background, when you click on remove background, Excel is going to automatically determine the color of your background, usually by using the color of your edges on your picture, and it will remove the background from your photo. So let's just see how it works. When I click on the photo, I click on remove background, and it's going to show me in pink the parts of the background it's going to remove. So if I want to remove anything, let's say I want to mark an area to keep and I want to mark an area to remove. So I'm fine with them removing the edges here, but let's say I want to keep here. Let's circle the area I want to keep, like that. And I click keep changes. And you'll see my background is removed except for this area here. So I think I forgot to undo the air. So let's undo this. And I can mark an area to keep. See around the nose and maybe around the ear, like there. Let's see. Very, very carefully. There we go. And I click keep changes. So now my background is removed and I just keep this little picture, the center image or the part of the image that I'd like to keep. So that's how you use these two tools here. There's one last thing I want to show you with regards to formatting a picture in Excel. And this is just a little tip for you to bear in mind. So if I go to my next tab, you'll see there's a presentation that I have in progress, but I've made a reference to an external document and I've added a snippet of it here, an extract, right? When I added my extract, it's the same white background as my sheet. And if you click onto the tab, it looks a little bit awkward because it seems as though all of a sudden my format changed, my font changed, my font size changed, and my color of my text changed. And it's only when you look a little closer you get to realize, hold on a second, it's actually a photo or a picture that I've extracted. So to kind of go easy on the eyes at first glance and to help with presentation and readability of the document, I normally like to kind of highlight that this is an extract by putting it in a slightly different color and adding a border. So if I add a picture form, if I go to picture format and I add a border, and then let's say I just change the color a little bit by changing the temperature, just a little bit, right? So then anybody who's reading the document can actually tell that it's actually an extract that I'm pulling from. So it looks a little bit less awkward than it was looking previously. Yeah. So that brings us to the end of this video on inserting pictures in Excel and formatting pictures in Excel. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to add them in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get to your questions as soon as I'm able to. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.